All right. It's pretty obvious I'm not a health expert by any means. Um, I'm just a guy who has been the rounds in a lot of different areas and kind of has a pretty decent idea what works for him and what doesn't. I get a lot of helpful comments, and I want to make it very clear that I'm very appreciative of them. I I appreciate constructive criticism. I mean, sometimes it's a little short, but I appreciate it all the same, and I'm not the best communicator in the world. What I do want to say though is that for those who really struggle with losing weight, and for those who don't know what that struggle is very well, understand that those who are morbidly obese like me have a hard time doing certain types of activities. Typically tends to be something in the way of crunches, excessive amounts of walking, what have you. And what I have learned throughout my journey is that it is better to find activities that you feel challenged by and that you want to keep doing versus waking up every morning and doing activities that you absolutely hate, because that's not going to get you anywhere, and you'll probably quit a lot faster than if you're doing something that challenges you every day. So for those that start out, it typically ends up going towards the realm of weightlifting. And I am a strong advocate of weightlifting, not because of my weight, but because I've noticed that when you are engaging the muscle, it tends to burn the fat for a longer period of time after you're done. It takes a while for those muscles to cool down. Walking is awesome. Cardio is awesome. I do encourage that as well. I try to walk as often as I can every day. I may not necessarily be doing 10,000 steps a day, but I do try to walk every day. But I advocate more for the weightlifting aspect, especially for people who are overweight, because that's going to build the muscle your body needs to be able to do the cardio that's going to be more effective later on down the road. And when you start your exercise regimen, when you start doing things to take better care of yourself, other things will naturally start falling into place. You realize, I kind of still feel like crap. Well, maybe I need to start changing my diet. And then you start making improvements on your diet as well. My point is, wherever you start. If you like to go for bike rides, go for bike rides. If you like to walk, go for a walk. If you like to lift weights, lift weights. Do something that you enjoy and that challenges you at the same time to always want to do better. The more consistent you are, the better you're going to be. And I have been up and down on the scale. I think the lowest I ever got after high school was about 300 pounds, and that was coming down from about 475. I started this year at about 530 pounds. That's a lot of weight. Not as big as some people, but that's a lot of weight, and that is hard to move around. I'm now sitting somewhere around 490. Not happy about it. It's taken me a long time to get down to here, and I wish I was a lot lower, down to around 450 or so at this point in time of the year, but that just didn't happen. So for those that become overly critical, and there's not many of you, but there are some that pop in every now and again, and I know that should I become a popular channel, I don't think I will, but should I become a popular channel, that's going to be a more frequent occurrence. This is a public disclaimer. You're not helping. Being overly critical and trying to automatically readjust somebody's view or deliver your comment in a way that is very discouraging is going to guarantee they're likely to quit. And I don't know what you got going on in your head that makes you think that's okay, but it's not. Everybody has to start somewhere. I'm more durable than most because I've been dealing with a lot of crap throughout the course of my life. Not as much as some people, but I have. This isn't me complaining. This is just me saying, hey, I am all for constructive criticism. If you see that I'm doing something not quite right in my form, go ahead and point it out. I'm happy to hear it, and I'll definitely try and make the adjustments going forward. If you have additional pointers that you think other people might find beneficial, go ahead and drop a comment. I'm cool with that. I'm totally okay with that. But we all need to be a little bit more careful about how we deliver it, especially towards somebody who is very sensitive, very insecure about their physique, about their desires in life, because a lot of people that are morbidly obese, they may not admit it, but in the back of their mind, they've kind of given up on life, and they've given up on themselves. And they're coming from a dark place, a lot of them. And so being overly discouraging of them is not helpful. If you are in that boat and you think the way to make yourself feel better is to sit there and ridicule another, I encourage you to stop. And I encourage you to really take a look at yourself and say, why do you feel that way? A lot of the battle is up here. And if your mind isn't right, you're going to feel like crap, and you're going to treat other people like crap. In which case, I recommend going for a walk and clearing the air in your head if you can. If not, find some kind of physical activity you can do that'll burn a little bit of calories, maybe cause you to sweat a little bit, and feel better about yourself. It's amazing how tied the human psyche is to our physical activity, and it is amazing how much one will affect the other. If your mind isn't right, your body's not going to be right. If your body isn't right, your mind's not going to be right. And you have to find that switch that's going to flip inside your brain in order to make you want to do something that's going to better yourself. It is a long journey for anybody that is trying to lose weight. It is an incredibly long journey. You're going to see people that have rapid success in 3 months they lose 50 pounds. Awesome. Good for them. Something they did worked for them, which is great. Every human being is different. So there's going to be no one surefire, tailored way that's going to work for everybody. Everybody has a slightly different way of doing things, and we have to understand that. We have to respect it. We have to be mindful of it. And we have to build from that point. Find things that work for you. If you struggle with eating right, find foods that are very filling that reduce the temptation for you to want to eat more. Drink a lot of water. That is important. Staying hydrated. Great. Eating higher protein dense foods. Enzymes for me, it's meat. Animal proteins, but you can get there with plant-based proteins. There's different enzymes and different nutritional values involved, but you can get there. You can get there with a decent amount of fruit in your diet. The more natural it is, the more it is directly coming from nature, be it fruit, be it animal-based products, be it what have you, chances are the better it is for you. All the synthetic stuff, all the chemicals, all the stuff you're going to find in, GMC or whatever, some kind of a health guru, blood pumping deal. There's some good stuff in there. I'm not going to sit there and say they're all completely bogus, but there's a lot of things in there that have extracts, enzymes, fun names that are going to be very, very difficult to pronounce that probably are not good for your body. Calorie deficit, calorie counting, that is absolutely going to help you when it comes to losing weight if you're going for a calorie deficit and you're overweight, because it causes your body to want to burn more. Ketosis is another thing. That's a big one. I'm probably not there yet. There's still some things in my diet that, though my goal is to have just proteins and maybe some fiber to kind of help me get things through my system, I'm not there yet. I need to be, and I'm working on it, but I'm not there yet. But ketosis is what you want. It'll force your body to want to start eating and consuming the fat on your system, versus keeping it there. Try and stay away from carbohydrates if you're really overweight. When you're more in shape, add complex carbs back into your diet. But for those of us who are really, really overweight, probably a good idea to stay away from them. Anyways, that's it. Sorry for the rant. I wish you all the absolute best success, and I hope that somehow or other the quality of my videos might improve with either just some pointers that I've learned over the years, or things that I think might be of benefit. but I don't want to just be an empty bobblehead, if that makes sense. Bye.